Certainly in the recent history of Vancouver, there's been no one development entity which has had as big an impact as we have had. And I think when you look forward over the next generation of buildings that we're doing, it's going to lay a rather deep story around where we see the city going and how we can help influence that direction. When we thought of this particular project, the zoning on the property was for an 800-room hotel. And everyone wanted to have this hotel here because of the convention center. And we had quite a bit of influence into the convention center being there. And then this property became available, and so it was kind of a natural transition. However, in Vancouver, an 800-room hotel doesn't make any sense. And so we said, okay, let's take this amount of scale and let's divide it roughly in half between hotel and residential. And so a lot of the architecture that you see here is an attempt to break, by Vancouver standards, a very large building into a series of planes, and so that it breaks the massing down so that the building looks smaller than it is. And I think we accomplished that quite well, because the building you're looking at here is almost triple the size of the other buildings in Vancouver. That was certainly part of the effort. And the other part was, again, this idea of layering. And I think that that's a theme that throughout our practice is this idea of layering on layering on layering, and the layering never stops. Part of what we wanted to accomplish on this hotel is that the layering just continues. And so every year you will see, one or two or three significant pieces of art that I've added to the hotel, and every year you'll see us do something different in the hotel. We have no intention of ever not owning this hotel. And I think when you think about the really great hotels in the world, they're great not the day they open, they're great over generations. And it's curating a project that happens over years and decades. And I think that that's one of the things that's really interesting in the context of the great cities of the world. We're just the newbie. And I think that adding that depth that comes from long-term ownership, I think is really valuable.